Good evening, everybody. I'm back with my scent of the week, the number 2, the second one I'm going to do. And hopefully we'll keep this one a little shorter than 7-8 minutes. I'm going to try to do 5, actually. So let's get to it. The very first one I wore was Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. And I got this decant from Fragrance Net. I've had this for a while. I've worn it a couple times. I don't have a video on this. I do have a video on Light Blue. The original Light Blue, and I have one called Light Blue a la Tammy, which I think I took the Intense and then I put some light blue oils underneath it that I had from a fragrance oil company. So I called that a la Tammy for Tammy Loves Fragrances, because she had talked about that blending or layering. That's more layering than blending. And anyway, so I do have a video on this. It's about 7 for me, and the reason it's 7 is, it's spicy and dirty, and I have a bunch of them, and I'm wearing a lot of blues this week, so you'll see. So when I say a 7, I mean it's 7 with what I got. And interesting about Light Blue, I'll just say this: I was at the fragrance, it was at the department store, and again I looked at Light Blue for women, and that's the one I want Miss Floss to get so I can wear it. I don't know. I think that one's probably the best that I've smelled from the Light Blue. I do have Light Blue OG over there. I don't have Together. I've heard that's really good. And this, it fits with all my other spicy blues. So that's what I wore on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I wore Bvlgari Aquamarine. Now this I do like. This was a 9. I do like that too. This was a 9. It has a really sweet grapefruit. I was on somewheres and they were asking, like, what's your favorite grapefruit? This is my favorite grapefruit. It's a really zingy, fresh, but sweet grapefruit, and it lasts. That grapefruit just kept coming up and up and up throughout the day. Has neroli in it too, and petitgreen, but and it has marine notes too. But all throughout the day, I kept getting that grapefruit in this, and it was a very nice grapefruit. So, yeah, that's a 9 to me. This was a pleasure to wear, and I wore that on Tuesday. I forgot how good that was. And then on Wednesday, I did my sample, so I actually have a special video up there on these. And the 4 I did was City Rhythm San Diego. I did Making Sense Image of a Gangster. And then I did 2 by something called Corelle, or Aqua de Corelle. That's Querelle. I don't even know if they're in business anymore. I don't know. Guy's name is Chad Bilsman, I think. And there was 2 of these. One was called Night Tide, and the other one's Eau de Cologne. I actually liked them all. And the 3, besides Night Tide, I gave 7s too, and for different reasons. But that Night Tide, I ended up liking it. At first, I didn't. So you need to watch that video. It's a special video I have up there. And that's my sample box, and I'll be doing more samples this week. I want to get through that sample box. So that was that. And then on Thursday, I wanted to shake it up a little bit, so I wore Happyland Signature. And this is really good. I do have a video on this on my YouTube channel. And then, it has a lot of notes in it. It has cinnamon up top, and it has honey and I think it's blueberry. And then in that base, the base has like agar wood, which is oud or could be oud, and it has tobacco. And to me, Miss Floss likes Honey Oud by Florist, and I'm sure she would like Honey Oud by Montel too. It's one of her favorites, the Honey Oud combination. But this has a tobacco in there too. And I say on my video that it's like, it is like Honey Oud from Florist meets Hurrid from Parfums de Marly. Some say there's another one, I think it's Owan or Ojan. Some say that's what it really smells like. Either way, it's a very, very good scent. And there's a really good video on this on YouTube, actually by the guy that made Image of the Gangster on the sample I did, Mikey Dinsmore. He's called Making Sense. That's his brand of perfumes, but he's also a YouTube reviewer. And he has a really good review on this with a special guest star. So I'll probably link his video, his review of this, to my YouTube. I'm not sure I'll link it anywhere else. But anyway, this is probably my favorite from Happyland. Yeah, I'd say it's probably my favorite. And I still have 5 or 6 more to go from Happyland, but I know why this is called Signature. If this was the only one he made, this is a really good one. So then the next one I went to, Issey Miyake passed away this week. And I could have wore Issey Miyake pour homme, Bleu d'Issey pour homme. But I decided to go back and try this again, and this is Le Bleu d'Issey pour homme. And I have a video on this, and it's really nice. And again, it's a blue spicy, and I would say it's even blue green. And then I think in my video I talked about, someone had mentioned, it sort of goes like the ocean. It gets blue, then green, then brown. It gets like an earthiness to it. Really nice scent. It has a lot of notes, just like Bleu d'Issey. It probably has 18 notes in it. So it's hard to classify, but the perfumer on this believes that it's a blue. They named it Bleu. So yeah, and you can get blue out of it. You can get marine out of it. So that's what I wore, and I wore that on Friday. And then on Saturday, I went to Dunhill Fresh. And that's something I picked up at Burlington for about $20. And it's a unique green, a green freshie. And the thing about this is I remember that the perfumer on it, and I don't know his name, you'll have to look it up, but he's also the he's done a lot, but he's also the perfumer on Nautica Voyage. And what I was thinking about this when I was wearing it this second time is I think he tried to make this into like a green Nautica Voyage. Because, it's just, that's just my opinion. He throws a lot of notes in here that it's green, it's powdery, it's nice. But I will say the second time I didn't like it as much as the first. The first time I did like it a lot. I liked it. I mean, I'll say I gave it a 7, but it was a little too strong. Maybe I pulled the trigger too much, and as the day was getting on, I was a little too tired of it. So the first wearing, I didn't do that. But it is nice. It's a unique green, I would say, green fresh. And then the last one I went with, I'm at 7 minutes, so I didn't do that 5. And this one's pretty easy. This is Bleu de Chanel. Today's Sunday. I had a meeting to go to this morning. I was a greeter, and then I had to go out to breakfast with some people. And I don't know why I wore this to breakfast, but I didn't go to breakfast for like 3-4 hours after the meeting. So I wore Bleu de Chanel EDP. Nothing to be said about it. Why do I pick EDP? Because it's the middle one. It's like the Goldilocks. So, all of them are good. This is my choice. I went with the safe one. I could have picked any one, but I like this one, and so does Miss Fritz. So with that, please pray for peace, and please help me be kind, and I'll try to keep these even shorter. I'm getting to 8 minutes now. And I will be doing another special video this week from my sample box. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I still have about 8 in them. I have a bunch of Happylands out there, and if the weather's a little poor, I might do some of them. So anyway, have a nice day, and I'll talk to you again next week.